What up? What up? What's happening? Barb Jones, 3 4 of them. What's good, y'all? What's good, man? It is Monday, um, March 16th. So we are in the spring season, or getting to spring. So um, we just here with some football. We got some baseball for you and a little bit of NBA. The Buzzsprout link and page is on the screen for the people watching the visual. For the people who already listen to the podcast, you don't need to see that because you already know. Barb Jones 345, man, what's happening? Glad to see you. Glad to see you. All of the socials are up top. The YouTube and the TikTok are doing great. I don't really mess with X or Twitter X. I don't really mess with it, man. I keep trying, and the shit is just boring the hell out of me. So I just don't really mess with it that much. But the TikTok and the YouTube do well as far as the views on videos, and even my Facebook starting to do a little bit better. First, we're gonna get into the just one NBA that I added at the last minute. One NBA article here. The NBA is voting on an expansion. So they're voting multiple times. The first vote will be March 24th and 25th. So there's gonna be Board of Governor meeting on March 24th and 25th. The votes for this are to decide whether they should go forward with the whole process. So this doesn't officially approve it. They're gonna get together on the 24th and 25th and take a vote to see if they are interested. See if team owners are interested in adding two other teams. 23 teams have to say yes. If 23 don't say yes, nothing's gonna happen. There's supposed to be a large interest in expansion, so I guess they're expecting 23 teams to say yes. So after the 23 votes, yes votes come in, then they have to um, begin taking bids to find owners of the two franchises. So essentially is that the NBA can meet with after they take the votes, then they could meet with prospective owners. So one of them's going to be 7 billion, the other team's going to be 10 billion. You have to find an owner. So after they vote on it and the process starts, then they have to find owners. The expansion cities are Seattle and Las Vegas. Of course, Seattle has had a team before, the Seattle Supersonics, that is now the Oklahoma City Thunder. So I am very sure that Seattle is thirsty to get their team back. Las Vegas has never had a team, but is flourishing with new teams. The WNBA has been there, the Aces, and of course the A's, the Las Vegas A's, will soon be there. Whatever it is next year, whenever I think in 2 years, whenever that stadium opens up. So Las Vegas is in the market to get a basketball team. One team will be 7 billion, the other will be 10 billion. I'm guessing the Las Vegas team will probably be 10 billion, with Seattle probably being 7 billion. They have to find bid owners to bid on these teams. After the owners bid on the teams, then I would assume they would go forth with some sort of draft to man the teams. So right now there is a lot of motion being put forth to add two expansion teams to the NBA, and the motion is going to begin on March 24th and 25th when the first vote starts. The first vote is basically saying we agree to go find owners for these two teams, in which forth the NBA will begin to find an owner for Seattle and an owner for the Las Vegas teams, and that's how this will start. Pretty exciting information. We got Travis Achane. So Travis Achane, NFL news. Travis Etienne, first of all, is on the Saints. Signed a 4-year deal with the Saints, $52 million. This is a good deal with the Saints. Um, um, damn, Alvin Kamara, he's just, he's still serviceable. Kamara is still serviceable, but they need somebody else. He misses games. He hasn't been the same that he has been. Etienne will be a great starting workhorse running back now. He claims that his name is not Etienne and that you pronounce it Achane. And after I'm looking, at first I was looking at it like, ain't no way. He says his name is Travis Achane, like Achane from the Dolphins, spelled, you pronounce it that way. And I kept looking at it like, how? But now that I look at it more, I can see Achane being ETN, the E makes the A sound, the T makes the C sound, HN, I guess. Here's what he has to say.
Growing up, it's Travis Achane, so it'd be like Achane, and that's how you always said Travis Achane. But when I went to college, I kept telling them my name like every day, and like after like 4 weeks, they just couldn't get it. So I'm like, man, it's Etienne. Like, how you say it is how you say it. That's how that became, and it kind of took off because it was easy for the pronouncers to say it. I didn't have to just tell them. I didn't have to correct them every day to say my name, and just when I kind of just started learning more about my last name and how it came about and things like that, it just kind of stuck. It made sense, but I'm very much open to being Travis Achane again, just being myself. I don't have to correct people here on how to say my name.
And I'm down with that. If that's the man's name, pronounce the man's name right. If he's been having his name pronounced wrong his entire life, then it's time for sports announcers to start pronouncing his name correct. Literally put some respect on the man's name. This is a literal version of put some respect on the man's name. You don't just keep pronouncing his name wrong because you can't say it. Find out a way to say it correctly. Saying Travis Achane isn't that hard. If he wants to be called Travis Achane, then call him Travis Achane. It's not that hard to say. The running back in Miami, his last name is Achane. Y'all say it for him, so it's not that complicated. Call the man what he wants to be called. What do we got here? I think I skipped there, but whatever. So we got Kenneth Walker, Super Bowl MVP and champion, going to the Chiefs. This is great because of the Chiefs' running game is just not, that little dual thing they tried to do with Kareem Hunt and Pacheco. It just never really worked. It worked at the goal line for Hunt, but that little two-headed snake they tried to create was the weakest two-headed snake there is. And Pacheco was often hurt. Hunt is good at the goal line, but other than that, there was just not a whole lot there as far as the running game. They were, I think that they were ranked 25th in rushing last year, so very, very poor rushing game, ranked 25th. So adding Kenneth Walker is just awesome. The Chiefs have a lot to be excited about adding him. You get him for a long time. What was it? What did he sign? Was it 4 years? I believe it was. Let's see. 3 years. Sorry. So he signed up to 3 years, $45 million. So you got a MVP, Super Bowl MVP running back for the next 3 years. Now that's sold up. You still got Patrick Mahomes. They just brought over. Who else did they bring over? They got Travis Kelce back. So they're trying to do with what they can with what they can. I thought they brought over a receiver. I think I'm just drawing a blank here. Oh, they brought over Justin Fields. I'm tripping. That's who they brought over, Justin Fields. So, which I actually had separate here, but we don't need that separate. So they brought over Justin Fields, who is not really. He's not really something to brag about. We all know he can run, but he can't really throw. But he's the best. He's a really good option for not having Patrick Mahomes available. So Kenneth Walker, Justin Fields is better than, putting out a third string QB out there. Maybe he can keep a couple wins intact. until Patrick Mahomes gets healthy again. But Justin Fields is a good number two, backup running back. That's a good ad. Kenneth Walker is an excellent ad. So these are good things for the Chiefs to have something to look forward to. The run game for the Chiefs has been abysmal. I expect it to be much better. Um, I expect it to be better behind Mahomes, not so much behind Fields, because for the run game to work, you have to respect the pass, and ain't nobody gonna respect Justin Fields' pass. So I expect this run game to flourish a lot better when Mahomes comes back and can move the ball downfield. I don't trust Justin Fields to throw. Run, sure. Throwing and moving the ball, throwing wise, I don't trust Justin Fields to do that. But I also think that getting him on a cheap option is good. Mike Evans signs a 3-year deal with the 49ers. This is great for 49ers fans. Y'all didn't really have a number one receiver. Deebo Samuel's gone. Brandon Ayuk disappeared into the freaking void. Like, who knows what happened with that guy? The coaches act like they don't even know. He fell out and decided to quit. So a number one receiver was needed. Y'all went from having Ayuk, Debo, and Kittle to just Kittle and some other guys. The other guys are all right. Jennings and them and Pearsall, they're okay, but something else was needed. So this is good. I have one concern is just his age. He's older, so 32 in receiver years isn't too old, but it's getting up there. He's on a 3-year deal with them. I'm thinking maybe the last year of that deal he might not be that great at age 35. But again, it's Mike Evans, and he's going to improve. The San Francisco receiving corps can't go anywhere but up after losing Samuel, after losing Ayuk. It can't go anywhere but up. So this is a great addition. It ain't like San Francisco couldn't afford it. So I give them an A for this. They needed someone for Purdy to throw to, and they went and got him. So this is good for the 49ers. That's a good pickup. Kyler Murray to the Vikings. This is a good pickup. And as much hate, Kyler Murray gets all the hate in the world, dude. Just how short he is, blah, blah, blah. But, the Vikings got him for nothing. The Cardinals are paying the contract. The Vikings got him for what, veterans minimum or whatever it was. The Cardinals are paying his contract to leave. So I mean, the Vikings will come in. Murray's salary from the Vikings will come in addition to the $36 million the Cardinals still owe him. So the Cardinals still owe him $36 million, and he agreed to veterans minimum with the Vikings. This is the most zero risk transaction. Can't nobody be mad at the Vikings about this. Make fun of Kyler Murray all you want. They're paying him veterans minimum. If he doesn't work out, it's 1 year. If he doesn't work out, oh well, see you later. He's not. There's no commitment whatsoever. It doesn't get no more lower risk than this. If he does work out, then negotiate a longer deal. No one should be as a Vikings fan, you should be overjoyed about this because your only other option is J.J. McCarthy. As a Vikings fan, you should be over the hill that this man is there on a veterans minimum. Now, I can understand if they paid him, but a veterans minimum, and y'all mad about it? There's nothing to be mad about. Let this man go out there and see if he can get Justin Jefferson the ball. I mean, it's not like he hasn't won games before. He was on the Cardinals. How good do you want him to be? He was on the Cardinals. I know he had Hopkins. I know all that. I know this. He had some people, but man, I'm just, how good did you want him to be on the Cardinals? So now he has one of the best receivers in the league. Give him a year. See what he can do. That's all I can really say about that. The Vikings made an excellent decision here. So this is not a situation where a hasty decision was made. Veterans minimum, zero risk. All you got to do, if he doesn't work out, he's gone. So Vikings fans should be overjoyed about this. The Kyler Murray has thrown and ran for 4,000 passing yards when he plays. He flirts with 4,000 passing yards when he plays a full season. He has before. So I don't understand what the hate and what people are upset about. Only thing you should be upset about is that the Vikings gave him a lot of money, which they didn't. Travis Kelce says he's returning to the Chiefs because Taylor Swift influenced him. And I just have something to say about that. He says that she told him he should come back. Well, could that possibly be because every time Taylor Swift is at a Chiefs game, she is the center of attention? Come in on red carpet, up in the booth, camera on her at all times. It seems like to me that she would want you to come back as well. And that's all I have to say. Travis Kelce should come back because the Chiefs need him. The receiving core is not all super deep. The Chiefs still need Travis Kelce at least for one more year. But Taylor Swift convincing him to come back doesn't surprise me at all because she gets treated like the queen of the world when she's there. So of course she wants to go to games and keep doing that. Who wouldn't? So that's all I gotta say about that. He said Taylor convinced him to play again. Hell, I bet she did, bro. They damn near carry a woman in on a flying carpet when she comes into the game. I bet she did. We got the WBC, which is actually on right now. First of all, USA took down the Dominican Republic, which was a very close game, 2-1. So, even though the USA got beat by Italy that one time, they got saved and came back and beat the Dominican Republic, and they play the winner of this game going on right now, which is only in the bottom of the sixth, with Italy winning in the bottom of the sixth, 2-1. Very, very close game here. So whoever wins that game is going to play USA in a very, very good end of the WBC for whoever is the best country in baseball in the world. Which I think USA desperately needs to win because Japan has been winning it, and it's time for USA to reclaim dominance as the best baseball country in the world. I don't have nothing else for y'all. That's it today. We went through some basketball expansions, went through some NFL transactions, we went through WBC, and we are done in here on a Monday. It is the middle of March, March 16th. We're going to get back to you before the end of March for your 2 episodes in a month. This is episode 1 of the spring season. So season 4, episode 1 is what this is because we are coming into spring. Thanks everybody. Just thank you for watching. Thank you for the views. That's how we get down. Barb Jones 345. If you don't follow the TikTok or the YouTube, go ahead. It's free to follow, man. It's always free to follow. And we out of here. Here's the Buzzsprout. Go ahead and follow whatever you can on there, and you can get your podcast in audio. I'm always available in audio for the people who don't watch podcasts in video form. If you just want to listen to it, then just go to this link you see on the screen here, or as you can see on the intermission page, the link is right under my video at all times. The link is always there. We're gone, man. We out of here. It's late. It is like 9:49 on a Monday night. Y'all probably can't tell it's dark. It's dark. I'm gone. See y'all.